Hey everybody, it's me, Strong K, with another episode of First Impressions. And today we are going to look at The Cave, long awaited, highly anticipated game by none other than Ron Gilbert, famous designer of, Monkey Island, the Monkey Island series, at least the first two parts. All those good Lucasfilm Games and LucasArts adventures, Day of the Tentacle and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, actually, I have not played Death's Bank, which I probably should. Shame on me. But from what I can piece together from reviews and such, it was like generally received very favorably by critics and gamers alike. Especially like specifically the humor in the game, and that's always that always has been an important part. Also in the LucasArts adventure games, the point-and-click adventures. So yeah, other than that, he's worked on some like games for kids and things like that, and he was quoted or dubbed as the visiting professor of monkeyology, in Telltale's fifth installment of the Monkey Island, like the episodic thing. I think it's called Tales of Monkey Island. Yeah, I didn't really care for that much because it wasn't really in the spirit, I think, of the other. I think like after the third installment, like with Monkey Island, Escape from Monkey Island, the whole thing would kind of like downwards, and it's now lying in the gutter drunk in his own vomit. It's not that bad, but you know what I mean. It's like a very, very ungraceful descent. It's just like milking the cash cow. Of course, everybody bought it, me included. But that's neither here nor there, because this is the cave. So, with the exception of Death's Bank, this is actually what I would call like one of the first game that Ron Gilbert actually made ever since those days, of LucasArts adventure and stuff like that. Yeah, he's worked on Total Annihilation. I've heard this is like a real-time strategy game from like way back, like 2000, around 2000. It was released back then. So be that as it may. Okay, let's actually start a new game. I've already started a new game, but yesterday, so no, I'm not going to continue. Are you sure this will destroy? Yeah. And I'm going to shut up.
Don't let my sultry and mysterious voice startle you. For hundreds, nay thousands, nay tens of thousands of years, people have come to me in search of what they desire most. Few find what they are looking for. Even fewer ever leave. Welcome to the cave. That's me, the cave. Yes, I'm a talking cave. Don't laugh. It makes dating hell. Besides, I have a really interesting story to tell you this evening, so pay attention. It's a story of 7 people and a glimpse into a dark place in each of their hearts. But be careful before you judge. There is a dark place in your heart as well. Someday you will find yourself descending my depths in search of what you desire. And you might not like what you find either. But enough about you. This is about them.
Okie doke. So those are our 7 or actually 8 because there's a twin couple in there. Protagonists.
The monk. He seeks his master so he can become the master. It's a journey filled with peace and enlightenment. And murder. I'm sorry.
So I'm just gonna scroll through the cast here, so you get like a glimpse of what we're actually dealing with here.
The knight. He is on a quest for a sword of unequaled power and prestige. But will he find it before anyone else gets hurt? The hillbilly. On this fine night, he searches for his true love, but does desire burn too brightly in his heart? The time traveler. She is here to right a wrong 1,000,000 years in the making. Fortunately for her, yesterday is a new day. The scientist. She is on the cusp of a great discovery for all of humankind. and 100 million lives hang in the balance. Oh, the adventurer. She is hot on the trail of her lost companions and unequaled ancient treasure, but not necessarily in that order. The twins. They just want to go outside and play. What could be more innocent than that?
Okay, so that's it. This is basically we can now choose our characters here, and this is like very reminiscent of Maniac Mansion actually, where you also could you know, assemble like a crew of characters. Like could in the beginning, like you had actually like a screen similar to that, I think. Well, at least the start of the game was like at night outside the mansion, and here it's outside the cave, you know, in which the action or the game or the story would actually unfold. So what? Yeah. So let's pick our like we can choose up to 3 characters to go take into the cave. The thing is, each character has a special ability. So the knight, I think, is able to be invulnerable, like so, for extended amount of time. The hillbilly can hold his breath. The time traveler can actually like move through solid objects and stuff, like doors and unlock doors and, you know, things like that. The scientist can hack computers and terminals. The adventurer has a grappling hook. And the twins can actually, yeah, they're creepy and they have like a ghost version of themselves, which then, you know, you can like pull levers and stuff and then still move around with the twins. And last but not least, the monk can like levitate stuff. He has like psychic abilities. So what should we do here? I mean, it's like the first time I took the knight, time traveler, and the adventurer, which was okay. I've already completed, I think, the part for the knight, so I'm not going to take him again. And I'm not actually sure if there's like a certain order to those the stories, like, you know, the order in which they unfold. I'm gonna stick with the time traveler because this ability is actually pretty useful. You know, he's like the shoddy barricade here, and we can simply move through that. Okay, let's go back here. Well, actually, let's go back to her, because what you need to do is... So yeah, this is like I haven't even talked about this, you know, I just take this for granted. This is like a side-scrolling platform puzzler, if you will. Like, think about the closest, if you've played Trine or Trine 2, like any game of the Trine series, this is what it is, what it plays like, actually. You know, maybe not too far-fetched, because also, like, you had 3 characters, although they're set, each with his own abilities, and then you had to complete certain puzzles. However, it cannot, like, it is not really like Trine. So we can move crates and stuff. I mean, that part is actually like Trine. Okay, let's move this crate out of here. But as far as I know, there are no fights and stuff. Like, you know, there's no goblins coming out of the background, then which then you have to get rid of and stuff like that. Okay, what we need to do here is actually stand on this bridge.
You break it, you buy it. Just saying. I don't think that bridge has been safety tested with more than 2 people.
Okay, I get it. So, who else? Who else? Actually, the knight is kind of... Wait, oh, that's, what? Wrong button, sorry. Knight is kind of useful. The adventurer, I don't really know what to do with her grappling hook here. So that's kind of odd. Let's pick the monk, because I think the psychic powers may prove to be useful. Okay, we can pick up stuff using the E key. So each character can carry up to 1 item here. And that's like the second aspect of the game. And I think this is maybe even the more important part, or like the more dominant part, because like it's like a bona fide adventure, you know. So take crowbar, apply to shoddy barricade, and then you can enter. And as you can see, the monk silhouette appearing means that we have now chosen our second character. We can also unselect him again by like leaving the cave, but let's not do that. The thing is that people can die actually, but they're immediately revived. Or
Careful. If that bridge breaks, there might be no way back up. And by if, I mean when that bridge breaks. Who am I kidding?
exactly, because we're gonna break this bitch, right? Bridge! What did I say? Ah, dude, this is gonna be, oh, YouTube's gonna be up my ass. Doesn't matter. Because of advertiser friendliness. Okay, should we pick the knight? I want to avoid playing the knight section again because I've already played it. So I'm just hoping that by picking him last, we would be able to avoid that and play maybe the time traveler first. But then again, I'm not really sure. Like each of the character has like it's like an interesting backstory that has sort of like a dark past. Like they're tainted with or haunted by something that went wrong in their lives. Like they're looking to fulfill their dreams in this dream cave. If you take like this Native American imagery here and apply it to a game, which I think is interesting. So in order to like face their fears, they entering the cave, and then the further down they go, the more they find out about themselves. I don't know. So let's pick the adventurer because why not, right? Oh no, I don't really know how to use the grappling hook. Let's pick the knight and see what happens. If it's also like I also like his ability to be invulnerable. Really, that has proven very useful. Like if I'm correctly informed, you can, or like this is at least the feeling that I got, and I'm going to show you how people die here if I can actually.
There's no dying in the cave. At least not this soon. So much left for them to learn.
I get it. So, so it is possible to solve the game with all the characters. There's like no bad combination or like a bad selection of characters. And the special abilities actually help you. Like it makes certain things easier, but overall, you actually can beat the game with each combination of characters. Wow, that was it. Okay guys, let's get out of here. You got the crowbar, monk, time traveler. Okay, let's check this shit out. The cave. Okay. Oh, we got a postcard here. Let's what can we do with that? I don't know. Okay, let's try to talk to the clerk here.
Oh, I hope you're not here to visit the cave, because we're closed. A gruesome and horrific accident has occurred, and there's no way we can open. No way. I shudder to even describe to you what has transpired. For the nightmares will forever haunt your every thought.
Well, if you insist.
When I came in, we had no trinkets to sell in the gift shop. Oh, the humanity. I'll never be the same. Some things you can't unsee. What am I gonna do now? I can't lose my job. I need the health insurance.
Yeah, we've all been there.
There is a way I could reopen, allowing you fine adventurers to partake in the unique experience that only the cave has to offer. I just need 3 small trinkets to sell. Just 3. Let me say that number again. 3. Take this giant novelty-sized key. It's cute, isn't it? Open the employee's back entrance. I'm sure you'll find some treasures worthy of the cave's gift shop.
Alright, man.
Haste makes waste is a stupid saying. Still, get cracking.
Alright, guy. Got it. So let me just drop the postcard here because I don't think we need that actually. I don't know what it is for. And you know, we only can carry 1 item per character, so I want to keep that inventory space. And there we go. The employee entrance.
He is a funny little man, isn't he? I should probably fire him. I think he's dipping into the till.
Yeah. Okay. So the others are there. So yeah, whenever like you it's not necessary to actually get all the others. You know, like have them follow your lead character manually because they'll do that automatically as you just witnessed. So that's also a good thing, I guess. Right. So lever, pull. All right. So let's actually see if we can find other levers to pull, because I think this is how it works. Okay, what do you got down here? Okay, there's a bucket. Can we actually get past that? Oh, wait. Oh yeah, we can. And those are the murals I was talking about. So behold the so this gives you like kind of like an idea about the backstory of the characters. They're like told in comic form actually. So right. And they changed. Like last time I think that the knight's story was hidden behind the well, I think. Okay, we got an empty fuse box. We got another lever that we're gonna pull in a second. A hot dog machine. And grog. Yeah, get the reference? Monkey Island. So let's pull the lever actually. And then take her. Let's see, like she must be able to pass through the, yep. Okay, and then I think by pulling this lever, this unlocks the this opens the gate. Okay, what do you got here? Ah, I remember. So if we ring this bell, the monster's gonna wake up. Yeah, but it won't let us pass. Like if we
Like I said, there's no dying in the cave.
okay. Which is good. It's helpful. Oh, okay, that's the knight backstory. I think we can also activate it with the time traveler here. Okay, the peasant boy. Where is this going? Okay, let's set up here and crank the old well. Oh, there's nothing in there, but we need the crank, right? Okay. Oh, there's a fuse for the fuse box. Levers and such. Okay. So let's get our crowbar guy here up there, because I've already played. This part is the same always, I guess. Introduces like the basic gameplay mechanics here. Okay, let's get him up here. No!
You know,
oh,
the
come
truth
on.
is, I can't let anyone die in here because of what it would do to my insurance rates.
Yeah. The thing is, yeah, that those like falling death actually happen quite a lot, and they are a little bit annoying. Like this is, you know, if I had to, you know, give some like, okay, and you, my friend, go down here because you're gonna be ringing that bell. Yeah, it's like there are levels, especially with the knight here. where there's like, you know, a tower. It's like a castle, basically. I don't want to give away too much here of the whole thing. So there's towers in there, and then, you know, like once you descend, there's a high possibility of you falling to your, or plummeting to your death. So can be pretty annoying, simply because, you know, it doesn't change the fact like you're gonna be. Oh no, I'm in the wrong position here. Excuse me. Okay, so let's apply the crank to the broken old well, and then let's crank the shit out of this well. Oh, nice. Okay, let's get the bucket and go back here, because we need to apply the bucket to the broken fuse box, because this apparently is a dripstone cave and stuff is dripping onto the fuse. Oh, come on. You know, like, as you can see, and this I mentioned earlier already, it is more of a like adventure type game, which is, I think, a good thing, because okay, let's take the fuse and go back. Insert fuse where it belongs, in the other fuse box. Okay, because the major portion of the game you spend exactly doing this, picking up stuff, running back and forth, and combining elements. Okay, so we can get a hot dog here and a new grog. Oh, he's drinking the grog? That's cool. Okay, let's get the hot dog though. And I'm sure you all know by now where this goes. If not, I will show you. Basically, I'm going to spoil the first puzzle here, so okay, pit of spikes. Let's put the sausage there. Now we need to head back and get the fuse back, because without the fuse, this crane wouldn't work. Okay, let's jump up here, up here, and let's head back. Whoop. Okay, here we are. Insert fuse in fuse box. Okay, monk, ring the bell. Okay, so the monster's eating the hot dog now. Alright. Which will allow us to progress further. Well done, crew. Oh, the backstory of the monk. I haven't seen that one yet. A single step. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the cave, man. I don't know, like a UFO, what's that? Space capsule. The tower. Okay, let's jump in here and actually continue. Good thing we still have the crowbar, I think. Flame. Okay, so there's boulders. Also, this introduces dynamite. This is all also the same. Yeah, now we have to go back. We have to probably go back anyways, because I don't want to, you know, get blasted to pieces here. So use it with flame. Go over there, and then with C we can drop stuff. I hope this is close enough. Looked like it. Let's pick up the crowbar, and we're good to go. Okay, what do you got here? Oh, like a rock guitar. Okay, I think this is one of the trinkets that the shopkeeper was talking about. Let's just pick this up real quick. The cursed guitar. Okay, what do you got here. Okay. Let's head over here and oh, so this is the elevator button. Okay, let's drop the crowbar here. What's up here? Oh, that's another trinket. The jeweled skull. Okay, let's just pick this up. And the knight, I guess, right? There's like a third object that we need, maybe down here. Oh yeah, swimming in armor? I don't know. Okay, but here it is. The Thespianship Award. Because this is stuff that you want to have. Oh, do you see that satellite here? You know, I like... Again, like, as in... you know, other games by Ron Gilbert, and probably also Deathspank, which I've never played. You know, this sort of humor, like, you know, this lateral stuff lets you, you know, that you just discover as you progress, yeah, as you progress, and you don't really, it's not really essential, like, it doesn't really, it's just like something that, you know, you encounter on the side of things. I really like that, you know, sort of like a hallmark of his games, and it really works. Okay, let's push this button here and take the elevator upstairs. Yes, that will bring us here exactly. Let's head back up and present our findings here. Telephone booth. Okay, run, 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 run. We're already running, by the way. You can also walk, which is this, but... Oh, everybody came.
Well, that's one trinket. A far cry from 3 trinkets.
Well, how about the jeweled skull?
Trinket numero 2. Maybe I didn't pay attention during math class, but 2 is less than 3. Ah, the 3rd glorious trinket. I have to say, you have surprised me. I figured you'd give up after 1.
Let me get the crowbar. Just be a quaz. Oh, you can fly over water. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Does the time traveler also die because of fall damage? I'm not sure. Because like she has those boots or whatever. No, no, no! Pick up, go!
Like I said, there's no dying in the cave.
Oh, that was... I normally... Well, I actually died there. I was like, didn't almost die there. Okay, and up we go. Okay, going up, going up. Oh yeah, why am I actually doing this? Because I could have just switched to, let's say, the knight or the monk. What? He says no? How about the knight? Knight says no. Computer says no. I don't get it.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Oh, you gotta talk to him? Okay. Okay, and we're in the actual cave. For limited liability waiver. Right. I'm gonna skip this. You can read it though. It's, you know.
Well, that was a close one. It does bode well for our intrepid spelunkers that they navigated that maze of intrigue. I have high hopes for this group, much better than the last. I think they may still be down here. I should probably get them out. Nothing scares away the tourist like a rotting corpse.
Well, that's comforting to hear. Okay, so I'm just gonna play this because this again is the same as last time. So either we are actually in the same level here, or like which would be the night level, or second option. This is just like the introduction, like the levels leading up to the first character levels, so to speak, are always the same, which I assume is true actually. An opportunity, heart attack, yeah, you know where this is going. Alright, so let's just, let's see how that goes. Okay, yeah, this is actually a good example to show off, how you can actually solve puzzles differently. Okay, so apparently, you know, we have to, like, somebody has to, like, pull down the weight where the time traveler is right now. However, it will block the lower path here. So I think what you have to do, so if you jump down here, you're going to die of fall damage. So what I think is, the solution to the puzzle is simply pull this box over here so that it will sort of like, yeah, not dampen the fall, but, you know, make the height less so that you can actually, survive this fall here. Exactly. So this will be the solution to the puzzle. However, if you felt lazy, because clearly, like, if you drop down from here, you die, right? And that requires you, like, to basically do what I just did. You know, go under here, pull out the crate, and then do the stuff. And before you have to do this, you know, somebody has to pull on this weight, and so on and so forth. So what we can also do instead is just simply take the knight, jump, become invincible, and then just land. And then we don't have to deal with all this crate business here. So yeah, that's like a very good example of how this stuff works. And now we cannot jump up here. What is this? Why not, man? Come on. Everybody can do it. Even you. Come on, knight. Dude, why can't he jump up there? I don't get it. Okay, let's try with a crate. I don't know if it's because of... Nah, it can't be. Because of the armor or stuff like that? Okay, let's... I don't know. And the time traveler is required to open this door. Perfect. Okay, let's jump down here. Okay, and another jump.
Some say chivalry is a trait that cannot be learned. It is a quality you are born with. That may or may not be true, but what is true is you can't steal it. It's a lesson our brave knight friend is about to learn, or a lesson we hope he is about to learn before anyone else gets hurt, or maimed, or killed, or eaten alive. Forget I said eaten alive. Spoilers!
Okay. So apparently, this is going to be the knight's story again. Because regardless of, you know, how you arrange the characters, if you pick the first one, which is the knight, he's going to be, or his story is going to be the first one that you have to play through. So that settles that, I guess. You know, which is, it's okay. It's not a bad thing, actually. So yeah, this is the castle I was talking about. So I think I'm going to call it quits here, you know, lest I spoil more stuff. Let's just say that the knight is actually required to, let's go up here, actually. Where's this lead? And I think there are certain things, certain puzzles in those character levers that can only be solved, you know, employing the heroes or the protagonist's special abilities. So, you know, this is actually necessary for us to use this invulnerability to get through here to the king, who's going to give us the quest.
Aye, another fine knight hath cometh to try and pulleth Excalibur from the stoneth. Only the worthy may attempt such a feat. Prove thy worth, by first winning the love of my daughter. She is quite prickly, and I fear she will never wed. Returneth with her amulet as proof of her love, and thou will be granted a chance to pulleth the swordeth from the stoneth.
Right. Stoneth. So yeah, that's the thing, basically. Gotta get the princess and woo her, and then so on and so forth. So I'm gonna call it quits here. You know, gameplay-wise, or like, you know, recording-wise, I don't want to show off too much here. You know, you can go figure this out for yourself. Just gonna give like some basic last remarks. Like, what do you think of this game actually? And like, obviously I'm having a lot of fun with this, you know. Yeah, I'm not gonna say like it's super great. It's the new Ron Gilbert game, get it? Because first of all, yeah, I'm too old for this kind of crap, for this like fanboyism or whatever. And second of all, you know, you gotta judge stuff by its own merits. I mean, also right now, I still think that those Monkey Island titles, specifically or especially, were like pretty groundbreaking games. You know, not even just great or good games, but you know, they set the tone. But also you have for like a whole genre basically. But also, you know, take into consideration, you know, the time that they came out. Not only like technically speaking, you know, with the graphics and whatnot, because back in the day, you know, what Monkey Island presented was like top-notch graphic and sound-wise, which was also important to, you know, an important factor in its success. But also, like, you know, it's like early 90s, I think it came out in 92 or something like that, 91, I'm not really sure, you know, which was sort of like a heyday for like stand-up comedy and stuff like that, which I think definitely influenced the whole thing, like the whole series in its like comedic nature or like tone. So you know, that's an important part. I think there's like this thing has not really changed with Ron Gilbert's games, because I hear that Death Bank. I saw like a Let's Play video like made by another dude. You know, like the humor basically has carried over into the later games, and as you can clearly see, you know, this is also sort of like, you know, not taking itself too seriously, like the spin on this whole mysterious cave thing. It's like very lighthearted, you know, it's not like hilarious or hysterical where you just cannot stop laughing, which may have been the case depending on, you know, your type of humor with a Monkey Island, but definitely, you know, this is something else. And it's not bad. It's a very good thing. I like it because it is very like cogent. You know, it is presented as a whole unit. Oh, okay. So now the gate opens. Oh, okay. So this is actually where the thing starts. So yeah, it is a round thing. It's like a round package. Like the only beef that, or the only issue that I'm having with this game is it's actually two things. So like one thing is this fall damage, and you know, this is the tower that I was talking about. Or one of them actually. You know, you climb up here, and then eventually you have to climb down again. Again, you know, unless I spoil anything. But let's just say that you know, this kind of happened a lot to me. So you know, if you actually have characters that cannot die, you know, I'm not gonna, or I'm not really sure how this is unfold itself. Maybe at some point you are actually in you know, mortal danger. But for all intents and purposes, for all we know, yeah, you could have omitted that, because why, right? I mean, the falling damage then... Yeah, it's like a very strange liaison, let's put it that way. Like a puzzle platformer combined with a classic sort of adventure, even though it's not point and click, but you know, it's like object collecting and stuff like that. It works in this game. It's just like you have like little quirks, you know, if you combine those things, you have like little things that stick out, and this would be one of them maybe. And again, it's not a deal breaker, not a game breaker at all. It's just like one minor issue that, you know, I find worth mentioning. Let's put it that way. Second thing is, yeah, it's like backtracking, because this is what you have to do a lot. I mean, this is a classic problem of adventure games, you know, specifically or especially if when you're stuck. Then you have to like backtrack and then, you know, try like ludicrous combination of objects, and this is very time consuming. So if you have a game like this where you actually have to physically walk back, I mean, not you the player, but with your character, to like the point where you need to be, there are no shortcuts that can actually, I don't know, I think there's the potential there, you know, to unnecessarily prolong the game. But that's again just two minor issues here, because I really like the game. I actually had a lot of fun. I just played it once up to this point. Actually, I beat this level with a knight. But you know, playing this again, you know, it was actually cool. I had a lot of fun doing it again. So it's cleverly written, I think. The characters are interesting. The backstories, like the cave and stuff. It's a little quirky, definitely, but so far, like from what I can tell, and this is after all a first impressions video, it's pretty well executed. I really like it. Especially for the price of $14.99. I mean, for an indie game, let's put it that way, it is a lot of money. But I mean, this is very high production value. You got the voice acting here, the graphics look nice. Of course, this is not the best in the world, but you know, bear in mind that this actually, well, actually, you know, is titled a or labeled a indie game. So for an indie game, it's actually pretty good, or very good actually. Sort of like a AAA indie title, if you will, you know, along with maybe Braid or I don't know, Limbo, World of Goo, what have you, you know. So definitely worth it. $49.99. You could do a lot worse with that kind of money. Not so sure about the length of the whole thing, because the night episode here I actually finished in roughly the same time as everything I think that came before that. Like everything that you've seen, you know, double, like, or take that, you know, add it to this, and then you're through with a night. So I don't know if that gives you an estimate on how long the game is going to be with all 7 characters, but you know, nevertheless, $14.99 is a cool price. It's out on Steam, and I think some other platforms like GOG. I'm going to post everything in the link, in the links in the description, I mean. Yeah, and I'd like to thank you at this point for you know, sticking with me and checking out the cave. It's a recommendation for me, definitely. Especially if you're a fan of what Ron Gilbert did, then you're not going to be disappointed. If you like puzzle platformers, if you like Trine, and you know, games that are like Trine, you should definitely take a look into this. Also, if you like adventure games and, you know, want to mix it up a little, I mean, if you like adventure games, you probably like the fact that Ron Gilbert did another game, so you're gonna get this anyway. So, but if you're undecided, I mean, give it a try. It's good. $14.99. You could do a lot worse with that money. All right, that was it from me, Strong K. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I definitely hope to see you on the channel soon. Thanks a lot.